Yeah, we are going to get started literally like, hang on, right now. I need to actually look. I've just been talking. There we go. Okay. Got the timer off. We're good to go. Gonna be a fun one today. So yeah, again, like we said, um, it's obviously, this is the 3 seed versus the 11 seed. And anything can happen. I mean, if Teddy's run were to die for some reason, TLK could totally win this. TLK, you never know what could go wrong into the pit. Um, Even though we do have like a wide PV gap, it's still anyone's game, and the pit is just so unpredictable. But this should be a fun one here today. I'm very excited for it. The winner of this match will go on to quarterfinals, round 3, and will play Stevie, which should also be a really fun matchup. Alrighty. We got both runners going through the prologue here. Just about 5 to 6 minutes of pretty much mashing. There's a little bit of gameplay involved, but it's mostly mashing for the most part. Alrighty, just doing some last couple of checks. I think we are good to go. So yeah, I'm very excited. We've got both runners on English today, which again is good. Hopefully, we won't see any crashes at all during this tournament. I don't think we have so far, which is very nice. Um, I don't know if we'll see runners eventually choose to play on JP. I don't know what Castle's going to play on. We'll see this Saturday, but um, yeah, just hoping for no crashes because that's like the worst. It's like I think we've had one in a tournament before. It's just the worst. Where's Jared? I'm waiting for him. Hey, just give him time. He'll show up eventually. He'll say something very intelligent. He always does. Oh yeah, so we have hang on, let me check. While we're going through prologue here, I will keep you guys updated on the scheduled matchups. Saturday is going to be another loaded day. Just like last week, I believe we have 3 matches going on Saturday, and they are all back to back to back. We pretty much have a triple header going on at 12 p.m. or noon Eastern on Saturday. We've got Derek versus Sonic, which is a losers round 1 matchup. We have Hydra Gang and TCB Trio at 2 p.m. Eastern, so just right after that first one ends on Saturday. And then finally, to cap it off, we have our final winners round 2 matchup, Cats versus Castle, which should be a lot of fun. All those matches should be fun. 2 of them are pretty much winner go homes, so it's going to be very fun. Both runners wrapping up the prologue here, getting the first Pure Heart. Gonna take a dive off the left side of the flip side tower, and it'll land right next to the Pure Heart pillar. Very nice time save. Am I restreaming all of those? I will have to check my schedule. I will do my best. If I can be there for all 6 hours, I'll do it. But there might be some where like I'm only able to do 1 or 2. We'll see. Yeah, it's true. It's a very hype Saturday this weekend. Regardless if we can get the restreams done or not. I'll keep you guys updated. Alrighty. Heading into the end of prologue here, it's just one last cutscene up here with Merlin, and then we will be heading into chapter 1-1, which, as I've been saying for the last pretty much 2 or 3 days in a row now, is like one of the most important levels in the entire run. The grind, again, we almost saw it yesterday. I think Manta had like a 25k point grind and was barely able to get to 60k when needed into the pit. So essentially the 1-1 grind is a bunch of squiglets in a row. You're going to see both runners just jump off each one and try not to fall on the ground. Just do as many multi-bounces as you can and try to hit all of them. And by doing that successfully, you can get up to like 36, 37k, depending on how well you do it. But ideally, that's the absolute best. I think at minimum, probably a good number is like 25k that you want to at least get to on the grind. Anything less, you might have to worry about a dreadful soft lock, which hopefully we don't see this tournament. Oh, okay. Hang on. I almost forgot. Alright, I'm going to do a prediction for who wins today. We did one yesterday. I don't think I paid it out, but I'm pretty sure only one person entered, so I think it just refunded automatically, because we only had one person vote. But if you would like... Oops. Let me make sure I put the correct options in. I'll go ahead and give a 10-minute period. If anyone wants to predict, you can. If you have any gold bars to spend, feel free. If not, no worries. Just for fun. We've already got almost 6,000 gold bars dumped in on Teddy's side. If someone even just puts in one gold bar on TLK and you're the only person that votes, and TLK somehow pulls off this upset, you get a pile of gold bars. That's all for me. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's good. I gotta, like, remind myself to pay out the prediction this time. I keep forgetting. Turtley Leaf and a cake mix. Teddy's gonna pick up the cake mix there. It's 3 HP, but you never know. It could come in pretty helpful. Teddy is gonna get the coin block. I don't know if he's gonna go for the 1-2 shop. He actually might. I wasn't able to catch. I think Teddy ran last Saturday when I was gone all day. Love to see it. A Turtley Leaf. Another Turtley Leaf. The Hundo runners are not happy about this one. But as we see Teddy coming up to the Squiglet grind right here. Hits the RNG block. Does not get a fast flower or a slow flower, so he'll just start up the grind right here. And it's looking pretty good so far. So the goal, again, is to just not fall off. If you fall on the ground, your chain of points will reset, which is much more easy to do than it looks. Teddy having a very nice grind, along with the mushroom, gets up to 39k. Literally, like, perfectly ideal. So, very nicely done. TLK is going to attempt it as well. That block there You saw Teddy go for it. TLK opted not to, but you can get an RNG fast flower or a slow flower if you're lucky. And if you do, either one will basically triple your points. Obviously, the slow flower will lose you a bit of time, but the fast flower is like insanely fast, but it's very difficult to control. Ooh, TLK. Okay, he got up to... I think if he kills this line of enemies here, he should, like, be right at 25k. Okay. You know what? It's not ideal, but honestly, it's not bad. It definitely could have been worse. We did see Manta be at 25k yesterday and was perfectly fine before Room 19, so that's good to know. Teddy has finished up Chapter 1-1, going into 1-2. Which is basically focused around Yold Town. I don't think we're going to see Teddy go for GBS or LSJ. I think we're just going to play it the normal route, which I think you're going to see most runners do that throughout this tournament. But there is obviously that 2-minute time save, which, depending on what matchup we see, especially late in the tournament, maybe winners finals, that could definitely be a huge advantage if anyone is able to pull it off in a tournament match. TLK is also heading into 1-2. So Teddy has 25 coins. He got the coin block. I think he might go into the shop, but I'm actually not sure. There's a lot of different coin routes that runners take. Some runners you'll see get cloud coins in this level. So it really just depends on what items you're looking to get. Twitch is being great. Gonna do this really quick. There we go. So yeah, the 1-2 shop is completely optional for any runner, but you can get a very nice amount of shroom shakes, a very nice amount of fire bursts. If you're not too confident in how much damage you take, they can be very helpful and save you all the time during the pit. So we'll see what both runners do here. As Teddy is done talking to the Red Bridge guy, and he will go into the shop here. I assume he's just going to get probably a Shroom Shake, maybe 2 Fire Bursts. We'll see. Okay, yeah, 2 Shroom Shakes. Honestly, those are some good purchases. Alrighty. So as you see on Teddy's screen right here, he is going down. Does the Swamp Strat, which we saw from Stevie yesterday. That's really cool. But this current process that he's going through, he's about to get the first pixel of the game, Throw, which will allow Mario to pick up any items on the ground or pick up any enemies that don't have spikes over their head. And this whole process that you're seeing, which you'll talk to Thoreau, Old Man Watch It, and the Green Bridge guy, this can all be skipped with either a life stream jump or the Green Bridge skip, like frame walk method. I don't know exactly what you would call it, but both tricks are respectively very difficult, even though they do end up saving a good, like, 2 minutes to a minute and a half. TLK is also buying a couple items here. He will get the fire bursts, which, getting 2 fire bursts, there's a couple spots to use fire burst in the run, probably one of which is going to be used in room 21 for some spiny enemies. And Twitch is having a fun encoding moment. Love to see it. There we go. But the other fire burst can also be used on Ragtail. There's just tons of different spots. Items are going to be extremely useful in the pit, especially item drops. Alright. So Teddy has talked to Watch It, which is actually, like, technically over a casual playthrough. You're technically... Yeah, if you went to talk to the green guy first, he won't put the bridge down, so you have to talk to Old Man Watch It for whatever reason. And we get kicked out of his house, and we're able to complete the level. Oh no! Oh, TLK. I've had that happen a couple times. That's a classic Thoreau moment. Love to see it. Going into 1-3 now. You're going to see Teddy pick up a couple items here at the very beginning and do a quick little grind for points and coins. Potentially, if... Okay, there we go. The best chatter is here. Jared's Giants making his presence known. Teddy's gonna grab this enemy right here, which shoots coconuts. And we'll just throw him on this trampoline in 2D, and you can actually just skip this long cutscene right here. Just like that. Alright, so this is the first boss fight in the game. It's fairly simple, but this guy can be very mean at times. O-Chunks, the strat that you see here, is just doing multi-bounces. And by shaking the Wii Remote in mid-air, you can have Mario do some stylish attacks and stay static in mid-air. TLK is also in 1-3. And Teddy's going to go for ICS, Ice Turbo Skip. By getting hit by the Turbo's projectile, you can actually jump on its head at the height of its animation and get up to the door. Very nice. Yeah, that is actually true. What did she say? Hang on, let me scroll up. Where's Jared? Sag, I'm waiting for him to enter the chat very dramatically. And here he is. Teddy opting to start that cutscene there. There is a neat little trick that you can do to actually skip that. Here I am, he says, with all of the Club Penguin emojis. Alrighty, TLK is fighting Chunks right now. Teddy is in 1-4. We'll see if he goes for key early. But the major thing about 1-4 is just completing each puzzle when you get into each room. This puzzle can be skipped, and Teddy looks like he's going to go for it. Oh, almost got it. First try, does get it second try. He's going to maneuver to the left wall here. And a very nice key early there from Teddy. Love to see that. That is a good, like, 18 seconds, probably, saved on the normal strat. TLK unfortunately didn't get ICS there. That's alright. But yeah, normally, the way you're meant to get that key is enter a separate room, hit a switch, and those blocks will disappear, but the key's actually loaded in, so if you go out of bounds onto a seam, you can actually pretty much go around the blocks and then collect the key in 2D. Eddie, when he enters a room that he has to go left in, ha ha ha. Star door. Jared, what's behind the star door today? Please let us know. It looks like TLK is going to get the life shroom. Which it will be incredibly useful there in the pit. I'll give a refresh on Eddie's stream here really quick. There we go. But that life shroom can come in handy, especially if you take a lot of damage. It does lose a little bit of time to get. I'm not sure how much exactly. Today, behind the star door, we have... Pause champ. Oh, it might crash. Damn. If it does, Teddy, just keep going. Don't worry about it. Just keep going and try to get it up whenever you can, like during a cutscene or something. So Teddy is on the Fractale fight right now, which is the second boss fight of the run. We have Broccoli. Excuse me, Broccoli. I love broccoli. Ah, yeah, that's fine, Teddy. I'll try to keep refreshing the stream. Bronchitis, my favorite veggie on God. For real, dude. I was thinking the same thing, actually, about that as well. Fractale is frozen in midair right now. Oh, okay, now he's gone. Alright. Yeah, so that, this cutscene that's playing right now is 40 seconds long, and we're actually gonna, hopefully, skip this 2 times in a row. Unfortunately, didn't get the 3D boost. That's alright. But right here, you just have to, for every cycle, you have to hit Fractale 3 times on his antenna with these enemies back here. And you're going to see Teddy pick up this enemy, line up at the left side, and jump from Fractal's tail back onto his head. And by doing that 2 times in a row, that skips having to watch the 40-second cutscene 2 separate times. This trick was actually, like, I didn't know this for a long time, but it's actually, like, in the Nintendo Power for this game, or whatever, like, booklet came out for SPM. So the devs knew about it. It's a pretty neat thing. Love to see it. JCRE, I am going to upload my 405 tonight, and you are going to accept it. Sounds good, man. I will. Oh, no worries, Teddy. You're good. All good. Nothing you can do about it. Alright. Teddy does have a very good lead here over TLK. TLK is starting the Fractal fight, and Teddy is heading into the final cutscene to get the Pure Heart. I'd say this is probably a good, like, probably 2-minute difference. Maybe more, maybe less. I don't know the exact amount, but again, you just never know what's going to happen in the pit. Obviously, Teddy is an experienced runner, so we'll see how it goes. If I don't get at minimum 10 reactions in the Discord, I will go ballistic. I'm gonna post the Jared's Giants 405 in the leaderboard channel, and I'm gonna react like 20 times with 20 different emojis, personally. Alrighty. So Teddy has the second Pure Heart. Chapter 1's going to be the only chapter that we see pretty much everything finish out. We'll enter Chapter 2-1, however, we're only going to get Boomer. That's basically the pit route, is just get Boomer and then start the pit. I need to get, I need to do, what do I need to do? Oh, 7 TV emotes. I gotta get more in this channel. As well as just general emotes. I don't think we have any yet. I'll probably commission some whenever I can. This cutscene that you see on Teddy's screen is pretty much the first cutscene, first of many cutscenes in Enter 2. Right now we're playing as Peach in Count Bleck's castle. We're actually in the 8-1 level, even though it's not apparent right now since we're so early on in the game. But we're just going to be moving around here, not much else we can do. There is a potential sequence break. As you see Peach enter this door, this ledge on the top right has a pipe on the other side of it. If we were to somehow get up there, we can actually trick the game into thinking we're in 8-1, which would skip a ridiculous amount of chapters, but there's so much else. Obviously, we aren't able to get up there without moon jump hacks currently, and there's so many other things that would have to be done for us to beat the game in that state. TLK finishing up the Fractal fight. Very nice. Alrighty, so Peach is teleported away. It's not really implied where, but she's actually being teleported to Flipside, and we're gonna have to wake her up in the next cutscene here. So in this cutscene right here, this guy's talking about finding a girl who fell onto, or into Flipside rather, but instead of going there right away, we're actually gonna go cook a spicy soup first, just because we know we're gonna need it in this next cutscene. And to cook the spicy soup, we just need a fire burst, which we picked up in the second room in Bestovius' house back in 1-1. There we go. Teddy's looking pretty good on heals. He's got 3 shroom shakes and a cake mix. So that's 3 items that do 10 health, and then 1 that does 3. So, very nice. Looking good so far.
Oh. Yeah. Hi.
Alrighty. Now that Peach is awake, we're actually going to have her added into our party,
Yeah.
which is pretty neat. We can, Peach has like a couple different abilities. She can't flip in 3D, but she can sail over a bunch of large gaps with her parasol. And if you hold down, she'll basically hide under a parasol, and it'll make you pretty much invincible. And it is very useful, but we're not going to see it too much during this run. Probably not going to see it at used in the pit at all.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so Teddy is out of the final couple of cutscenes here. He's going to put the old key into this lock and go over to the second Pure Heart Pillar, so we can open up Chapter 2. It should be noted that we can actually enter the pit right now um, by going down this pipe, and instead of flipping in this room, you go all the way to the left. You can do a corner clip through a set of red blocks, and you could technically, by doing that, you can just technically enter the pit right away, which is very cool, but there are so many places in the pit that you can soft lock if you don't have Boomer. There's so many enemies, especially with us being at low level right now. There's just so many enemies that can pretty much kill the run. that trick that Teddy did there as well, grabbing the squiglet, just tossing it into that ledge and jumping up. That saves a decent amount of time. You're normally meant to fly over a bunch of blocks using Peach. So Teddy will use the return pipe and head into 2-1, which is a little different than what we normally see for 2-1 and any percent. So TLK is going through the process of getting Peach right now. I think he forgot to use the return pipe there, unless he's going to the shop. I don't know. Alrighty, Teddy is in Gloam Valley. This is the one use of Peach in pretty much the entire run. Teddy's gonna... Oh yeah, flipping 3D here. Just to get on those set of blocks. Very nice. 2-1's a really fun level. There's a couple different cool tricks that you can do. There's one coming up in the next room called Goomba Jump, where you can skip a very, very long cutscene by jumping onto a ledge at the height of a Goomba's jump. It's pretty precise, but it's very fun to pull off. So see Teddy grab these pal pills here. And at the height of that Goomba's jump, just jump off its head and back up to the ledge. If you do miss that Goomba jump, there's a second one that you saw right there, but you can also flip into 3D, and by going all the way to the right or to the left in 3D, you can actually just do basic 3D manipulation and jump on the ledge that way. It was kind of unintended from the devs. Teddy actually got a horsetail drop, but he won't be able to pick it up. Those were 7 HP. He's looking pretty good on heals, though, so won't have to worry about it. This room that Teddy's in with the pal pills can be a little hectic at times. The pal pills, depending on how many times you jump in the room, they can jump all the way to the top and kick Koopa shells everywhere. You never know. It's pretty hectic. So this room right here, normally if you go into a door on the right side of this room, you can do boomer skip. However, it's actually faster by like 1 or 2 seconds to just go get boomer normally and use the return pipe immediately. Plus, you're also able to keep the shell shock that you pick up in early game, and you can use that for room 89, which is a huge, huge room later in the run. So Teddy is talking to Boomer right now. Boomer has some of the longest text that any pixel has in this whole game. But afterwards, he's going to immediately use the return pipe and head into the pit. TLK is heading into 2-1. So there's actually 2 routes to to go to the pit here. I think Teddy's going to do the boomer throw just by staying to 2D here, going all the way to the left. Yeah. So there is the route I mentioned before, same route towards the Chapter 2 pillar. You can, there's another route that you can get to the pit. This route is faster, however, the only way that we can hit the switch is with a very precise boomer throw. So we'll see that here. We've seen a couple runners miss it. Teddy gets it first try, which is very nicely done. And we are underway into the pit officially. So starting off in room 1, this is the flip side pit of 100 trials, which is full of RNG. You're going to get used to that throughout this entire run. There are many different RNG elements. Basically, the concept is every time that you enter the room, there will be one enemy that has a key. You'll just have to kill all enemies as fast as possible to find the key as quickly as you can. And there's a couple other RNG elements. Obviously, which enemy has the key is completely random. Item drops are random. You can get, different types of items all throughout the pit from certain other enemies. Entry and exit doors have common locations, however, they're still random. So some rooms have like different patterns where you can spawn in the top or the bottom, and the exit door is placed differently. It's something that you more so have to react to. And certain enemy locations are also randomized, even though some of those can be common at times as well. The one thing that is not RNG is room layout. So every time that you enter room 7 will have the exact same room layout, which actually gives a big advantage to runners who either have the pit tool out, where you look at all the pit rooms layouts, or you can just straight up memorize them, but that is a lot of rooms to memorize, so most runners you'll see are going to use Igurami's pit tool, which is very useful. Highly recommend it to any runners. So Teddy is a couple rooms in room 6. The first 10 rooms here are going to see some very basic enemies. You'll see a bunch of Goombas, Squigs, Cherbils, just really enemies that you can pretty much one-hit kill instantly. So there's not too many points to lose time, but a good way to keep track of your time is you'll see in the top right corner of Teddy's screen, there's a little timer. Every time you enter a room, that timer will count down from 5 minutes. And your exit time is pretty much a good way to tell if you had a good room or a bad room. Usually anything that's more than 4:30, so anything like a 4:30 or a 4:21 or anything that gets to the 3-minute range is going to be pretty bad. Everything that is under 10 seconds, which would be like a 4:50 something, that is when you know you've had a very good room. So it's a good way to keep track of. Obviously, it differs based on what types of rooms you're entering and what times enemies are in each room. But yeah, Teddy does have the 60k level, which is good. You need to be at 60k before room 25 at the latest, and ideally you want to get there before room 16. Teddy does get poisoned there. I think he has... he might just, he might be taking the hits here. We'll see. I think he has a heal for it. He's in room 10 right now. Does get a flim spawn there. Every 10 rooms you're going to see basically a break room right there where you have a chest that has a catch card in it. Sorry, his stream is freezing here, but yeah, every 10 rooms, like room 10, 20, 30, so on, we'll basically have a catch card. We're not going to collect it because it loses time, but the most important thing is to see if you get a flim spawn like Teddy did there. A flim spawn, especially in the later rooms, like rooms 60, 70, 80, can come in very clutch. If you're running low on heals, or if there's a certain item that you need for a certain room, he is just extremely helpful. you probably won't see. Ooh, that's a nice drop. That's a 15 HP drop right there. Shoutouts to the power stake. So Teddy's looking pretty good on items for the pit. TLK is on his way to the pit as well. He's taking the other route, which I mentioned earlier, which loses a little bit of time. I'm actually not sure how much. But yeah, we've got Teddy on room 13. The biggest thing, really, you're going to keep track of all throughout the run is your leveling. So you get level ups at 60k, 90k, 120k, and I'll keep them. I'll try to keep mentioning them as I can, but level ups will pretty much refill all of your health. Wait. Oh, I think TLK is doing a strat here. I actually haven't seen this before. Yo, that is sick. That's actually so sick. I've never seen anyone do that, but that is so cool. That basically, that skips having to use Tippy like 5 times. It's really neat. That's cool to see that in the tournament. So, these Schlurp enemies that you saw Teddy kill there, those enemies are a little slow to kill. You have to feed Boomer to them, and ones later in the pit, you have to feed Boomer 2 times. No matter your attack damage, no matter your defense, anything like that. So, they could lose you a lot of time if they end up having the key. Not too much time, but you never know. So TLK is heading into room 2, starting out the pit. And Teddy is in room 17. Obviously a major gap for TLK to catch up on, but you never know. The pit is all RNG. It can literally spoon feed you some crazy good RNG at any moment. So you never know. Teddy's run is looking good though. TLK will probably need to worry about his points. That is the biggest thing. Obviously he needs to be at 60k before room 25, and ideally before room 19. That is the room that Teddy's entering right now, which has a Koopa Troll. Hopefully we don't see that from either runner today, but the Koopa Troll, if you're not at 60k, you will not be able to kill him. Teddy thankfully does have the key. That is the Koopa Troll right there at the bottom left on Teddy's screen. So Teddy's heading into 21. I don't think he has a Fire Burst, so he'll have to use Boomer on these enemies here, which is okay. But ideally, if you have a Fire Burst, you can get as many enemies. Wow, he gets a first key. That's really nice. TLK with a 6 strat there, using 3D to have the key sort of fall into him. It's pretty cool. So this room that Teddy is in has a bunch of boos. Gets a really good key again. Very nice. Essentially, the strat with boos there is to just lure them towards you and then blow them up with Boomer. I think TLK got a Shroom Shake there, which is a really good drop to have in the pit. Wow, Teddy's RNG is looking really good right now. It's obviously the first couple of rooms, but still, that's really nice to see early on. He's getting some under 10-second rooms, which are always really good. Twitch, I love Twitch. Love it so much. There we go. Another, like, 11-second room. That's crazy. So this room right here is the soft lock room. This Chain Chomp. If TLK does not get to 60k before this room that Teddy's in right now, I think he should, but TLK will soft lock. So hopefully we don't see that. Yeah, he's looking a little better on points. He might have to worry a little bit in 19, but that's okay. This room that Teddy is in... Oh, he's actually doing the pipe strat. Nice. So this room has a bunch of daisies all over the place. Daisies have very irritating projectiles which will put you to sleep if you get hit by them. Teddy is on room 27, and TLK is on room 10. Or pretty much going into 11, so he is a good 16 or 17 rooms behind, which I think he has made up a little progress on Teddy. So that's good to see. Two first keys for both runners. I think that was the first key for TLK. Teddy, unfortunately, having to look around for the door. I think it's up here on this ledge, yeah. TLK is basically at 55k right now. It's a nice healing drop as well. So while TLK gets closer and closer to room 19, he will be looking to kill more and more enemies, really as many as he can, just to make sure he can get to 60k before he needs to have it. Ah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, TLK was looking to hopefully have one of those enemies have the key, but fortunately I'll have to go all the way around to get back to the door. Teddy is into the 30s, into 31 right here. Just a bunch of Tyloids. But once again, as we get further and further into the pit, another good key for Teddy. The further we go, the more difficult it becomes. There are some really difficult enemies to kill, especially later in the pit. TLK is down to 3 HP. He did get some good points there. He's about 2k away. He should make it. Should be okay. Needs to be careful here in this room with the boomboxers. Should be alright. If he gets hit by the projectiles, I don't know exactly how much... Oh my god! Okay. He's good for now. He's fine. It's an unfortunate last key. Teddy is rolling through the pit right now. TLK is entering room 16. He's very close to a level up. He should get it in the next room. Okay, he's about 200 away now. I think he should be fine. He'll have it before 19, which is good. Teddy with another good key. This is a crazy run. He just got a level up at 90k there, which is really nice. Okay, yeah, TLK gets the level up as well. I haven't been able to keep track of what room he's in. He's on the first ninja room, I believe, which is 36, I think. I think that's where he's at. Yeah, okay, he's on 37 now. Something to note about Buzzy Beetle shells. You can actually kick these, and they will not despawn off screen, which is very, very useful. Okay, thankfully TLK doesn't have to worry about being Koopa trolled. It's always good to see. TLK heading into 21. Teddy is on 38 right now. These Magic Koopas that you see are also very irritating, similar to Daisy's. They will shoot projectiles at you. But the main thing about Magic Koopas is that even if you kill them very quickly, their projectiles will still spawn and hit you. It's very irritating to deal with. Teddy having to dodge a bunch of fireballs here. Not sure where the door is. I think it's up there, yeah. That was a crazy... that was a crazy way to kill that enemy. TLK got a sleepy sheep, I think. I'm not sure if that's useful anywhere. I don't know. Teddy's heading into 41. TLK should be in 20... Let me see. 23, yeah. Alright, Teddy is in the first Clubba room. We're going to see Clubbas all throughout the pit. They are very annoying. They do 3 damage. Oh, that's kind of cool. The strat that you see there with Teddy, if you can get him under a low ceiling, you can jump into them while you're behind them. But even with that, they are very difficult to kill. He's got like a line of 3 down here. That usually does not happen. Okay, very nice. Teddy actually played that extremely well. Pokey's right here for Teddy. TLK's in the chain shot room. These Pokeys can be a little annoying with their projectiles that they throw. But they're definitely not as bad as the poison Pokeys. A Koopa Striker room right here. Strat you'll see most runners do is you can actually just have the Koopa Strikers place shells down right in front of you, and you can just kick it right back into them. Very nice key from Teddy there. Still seeing some really good key RNG on Teddy's, and I don't think he's had... I don't think there's been a room where he's had, like, terrible RNG, but I haven't been looking. TLK is on 27, Teddy is on 45, so still a good, like, 18 room difference. TLK is actually playing very well right now in the pit. Most of the difference, I think, just came from, like, Chapter 1, early game stuff. Teddy gets another cake mix. Definitely doesn't need it by any chance. Nice. So Hammer Bros, TLK actually had a very nice first key there, but Hammer Bros, as you'll probably see here, if they are on the top ledge, they will just toss hammers down on you, and they could just fly out from anywhere. It's very unpredictable and very annoying. Teddy is in the Magic Koopa and Clubba room. The Magic Koopas are way more annoying, but they're faster to kill. And you actually got a very nice key there. It's usually really tough to get good RNG in that room. Teddy is on 49. Last room before the halfway point. Dealing with a bunch of these squogs right here. Alrighty. So going into 51, 51 has a nice little point grind that you can do, and Teddy should, as long as he does it, he'll get up to 120k and get the level up. But basically all you have to do is just kick one of the Buzzy Beetle shells, flip into 3D, flip back into 2D, and boom. That shell will just stay spawned on screen, and you can just worry about killing these enemies. He does get the level up, very nice. Can wait for that shell, very nicely done. I don't know if it was the Spiny that had that key or if it was the shell, but it was definitely one of them. Ooh, okay. Can he get good luck? Oh no, that's unfortunate. So if you spawn up there, and the exit door is also up there, and there's a Pigarhythm spawn, it's very RNG heavy. But it would actually save a lot of time normally, because obviously the normal strat is to flip into 3D here, and then you have to take the pipe. It loses a decent amount of time. Eddie's in another Clubba room right now. This is Clubbas and Dry Bones. The Dry Bones take 2 hits with Boomer, and the Clubbas obviously have a large amount of health. Does find the key though. I'll do a quick little room check here, since both runners are going into new rooms. Teddy is on 55, TLK is on 36. Both runners actually had very nice keys there. It's good to see. So these are the dark boos that you see on Teddy's screen right now. They will basically fly towards you in 3D, and you can just place Boomer down, wait for them to spawn near you, and then jump on them. And you can do a lot of damage to them. Teddy had a really good key there, again. Another really good key there for Teddy, actually. This is some crazy RNG going on. I don't know if he has his splits up at all. I could try to check his actual stream. I think he might. I'm kind of curious to see how good this run is. I don't know if it's PB pace or not, but it's looking pretty decent. Wow, okay, that is the Amazing Daisy room. Getting a first key there is insane. Holy, okay. This run's kind of insane. Yeah, it looks like Teddy is a little bit ahead of his PB by 24 seconds. That's really cool. That'd be awesome to see a PB in the tournament. I know we saw one yesterday with Manta. Manta PB'd by like a good 20 seconds or so. Wow, TLK had a really good key there too. In the Clubber room, having an 8-second room. It's very good. Teddy heading into 61. Just a bunch of Cursias and Boomboxers. Another really good key. This game is showing a lot of love to Teddy. And TLK, he's also got the key. Very nice. I'm always happy to see good RNG. Okay, this run's kind of getting crazy for Teddy. This is actually really good right now. I don't know, like, I don't know the exact pace. I'm not an expert, but this is looking really good. Gets another first key, dude. I don't believe my eyes. What is happening? Okay, dude. This game is insane. Tyloid room right here. As we get further into the pit, the Tyloid rooms become way more difficult to deal with. Teddy does end up getting the key. Very nice. He's going to use a heal here. It's a good decision. His next level up is at 160k, which he'll get to hopefully pretty quickly. Usually you end up having to kill a lot of enemies, so... Gets a nice key there as well. TLK is on room 45. TLK is down to 4 HP. Teddy is finishing up the ninja room here. TLK gets the 90k level up. It's good to see. Looks like Teddy will have to flip. This room has a very unfortunate layout with these longinators. Did get a little bit of a point grind going there, and he's actually very quickly has made it pretty much right at the level up point, so that's actually pretty nice. Not even gonna lie. That's a really good key. I was gonna kill that enemy as well. Probably looking to get the level up as soon as possible. So this is room 69. These shells, okay, he gets the level up. You won't have to worry about it. They do 5 damage if you get hit by a shell, which can be very annoying, but thankfully he's got the level up, so he really doesn't have to worry about it too much. Does get the key. Oh, okay, that one only did 3 damage. Alright. The final 30 here for Teddy. Does get a Flim Spawn. He's going to check it to see if there's... he does get the Ice Storm. That's very nice. So the Ice Storm... I don't think he's had an RNG drop at this point. If you have an Ice Storm or a Thunder Rage, it'll make Room 98 go by way faster. Room 98 has Red Chomps. Each Red Chomp takes like 4 hits with Boomer to kill, so it's going to save a lot of time, because both the Ice Storm and the Thunder Rage will pretty much insta-kill. At least 3 of them. First key for Teddy there. Right into the door. Pretty much like a 4 or 5 second room there. That's good to see. So, these are a bunch of Cursias. You basically will flip into 3D and just kill all of them with Boomer. Gets the key very nicely. TLK is in room 50 and is having a good pit. He's keeping the distance between him and Teddy pretty much the same all the way through. And Teddy is having a very good run right now. So TLK is on the level up room. Teddy with another really good key. He's into the Rough Puff room here. Rough Puffs will do 4 damage if you get hit by their projectile, but the strat, if you take body damage, you won't have to worry about losing so much health. This is the Boomboxer room. By using Boomer, like you saw there, you can actually stun these enemies for a short period of time. Makes them really easy to kill. Does get the key. Okay, that was insane. Just a crazy sequence of events there on Teddy's screen, but he does get a very good key once again. He's getting to the final 20. He's in room 78 right now. Hopefully this enemy has the key. I have to wait for it one more time. Fortunately, it does not. He won't be losing that much time, but he'll just have to go up here and kill this enemy right here. Yeah, this room can be very unforgiving, especially if the door is in the top left corner. You can lose so much time just by complete accident. So these enemies are all in 3D, and if you're at 200k, you can actually insta-kill these things with Boomer. Won't have to worry about it there. At the normal strat, if you're not at 200k, is hit them once with Boomer and then bounce on their head, which can be a little difficult because they're holding a spear above their head. More Pigorhythms here for Teddy. Pigorhythms are nice because they give a lot of coins. Gets another very nice key. This run is looking very nice. Ooh, TLK. He's down to 3 HP. He's going to use the power stake. Very nice. Alright, more Magiblots here. The strat you see here is to get a first key. There you go. But yeah, you just... If you go to a corner, it doesn't need to be the exact edge of a room, but just any small corner like that, you can have them spawn and then just jump on their head. Very nice. Another really good key here. And the 200k level up. This run is looking very nice for Teddy. I don't know if it's PB pace, but to have this type of run in a tournament is pretty insane. Now, this is a big room. He gets a first key in this room. That is insane. Oh, this room with those Schlurps. It can lose a lot of time if one of those Schlurps has the key. I think I mentioned it earlier. They take 2 hits with Boomer to kill. No matter what. And you have to basically force feed Boomer. Oh, that is insane. He gets the key. Okay, nice. He got the heal. Very good. He's probably just going to use that heal right away. And then enter the door and get out. Very nicely done. This run is crazy. So ideally right here, if you had some sort of Mighty Tonic or Hot Sauce, a second key in this room is unbelievable. If you get a Koopa Troll in this room, it still takes a long time. So getting the key second try there from Magic Koopa is very nice. I'm sure Teddy's very happy about that. But yeah, if you were to use the Mighty Tonic there, that is the ideal spot for it. That or the room before. He's in room 87 right now. We're going to kill some of these enemies, gets a second try key. Very nice. This run is insane. TLK is on the Amazing Daisy room, gets the level up. Teddy is on the another ninja room. TLK gets a very nice key in the Amazing Daisy room. It's good to see no runners being Koopa Trolled or Amazing Daisy at all so far this run. It's always good to see. This Ninja is not being nice. Okay, he did have the key though, so it was worth. Alrighty. Teddy's almost through with the 80 series on 89. He's gonna get up to the top ledge and use that Shell Shock. And by following it to the left wall and then flipping into 3D, he can get a boatload of points. He might actually get close to... Oh, nice. He got the key. There you go. Yeah, I got a decent amount of points. I think the shell did despawn at the end there, but he got a level up, which is all that matters. He did have a Shroom Shake drop, opted not to pick it up, but he really doesn't need it. Going into the final 10, TLK is on 61 right now. The final 10 rooms are not as bad as some of the other sets of rooms, but they There are some pretty difficult enemies coming up here. This is really a make or break room here for Teddy. So there's more ninjas here. TLK with a nice key as well. Teddy with a very nice key. There's some really good RNG going on today. I love to see it. Alright, this is one of the more hectic rooms. Bunch of ninjas, a bunch of Cursias, but a very good key there. Very nicely done. Ooh, TLK taking some damage, but he should be good. He's down to 3 HP. Okay, he's fine. Yeah, gonna heal here before going up to this next clubba. Teddy's gonna go up to this top level and kill these fire bros here. He could flip, technically, if he was on the bottom, but the door's on the top anyways, so it's probably best to just go up there. Alright, this enemy is... or this room, rather, is filled with enemies. This is an extremely difficult room. Okay, does get the key. It took a little bit, but that's alright. He's out. He's got the Ice Storm, so he's fine on 98. He's in 96 right now. This is pretty much the last room to worry about, I think. With a very good key, no worries at all. Love to see that. Alright, 97. It's just always one enemy, you know, most difficult room in the run. And gets the door on the bottom. It's very nice. Okay, so 98, he's going to line up a set of 3 red chomps and use the Ice Storm. And hopefully he gets the key out of one of them. Or else he's going to be using Boomer like 3 or 4 times. Okay, nice. There we go. Alright, final room, room 99. TLK is on a Longinator room right now. But this room is all Magiblots. He's just going to set Boomer down here and kill as many Magiblots as possible. He's going to be right next to the door here. Should get the key. Very nicely done. Nice pit. I don't know if this can PB. Teddy's PB is a 1:23:39, and the timer right now is at a 1:19. I think this is PB pace. I don't know by how much, but that was an incredible run of Pit of 100 Trials. Regardless if it's a PB or not, just to have that in a tournament is extremely impressive. So we're going to finish up with Racktail here. Yeah, Teddy, okay, I was making sure. TLK got a Thunder Rage drop, that's really nice. So yeah, Teddy's looking to be on PB pace, gonna finish out Racktail here. Racktail does 10 and 5 damage. Gonna use Thoreau. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any fire bursts, but I think he should still be okay. He'll just have to pick up a couple enemies. TLK is in the Koopa Striker room. He's got 2 HP. Oh my god, he had to use the Life Shroom. Okay, I thought he died. Okay, yeah, he's fine, he's fine. That is the last Life Shroom that he had. He's going to use this long last shake. And hopefully get out of here alive. This is like the worst place to spawn into this room. It's kind of unfortunate. Teddy does take damage there. Gets onto Racktail. Oh no! Oh, TLK! Oh no! I don't even know why that shell was doing that. That's so unfortunate. Ugh. Well, hey, GG's. TLK was having a very good pit, I will say. I know Teddy is having, like, the run of his life right now. So it definitely looked like there was a major difference, but TLK actually had a very solid pit. So still GG's to TLK. Once again, Teddy's going to finish out here. He needs to get this Peach jump 2 times in a row. And he's going to get it one more time. He'll also get a level up after this, I think. And he has done it and has beaten his PB. I don't know the exact final time. We'll see. But to PB in a tournament is unbelievable. That was some of the craziest RNG I've ever seen. And obviously, the gameplay was phenomenal, as always. Huge GG's to both runners today. Teddy and TLK. Teddy's going to finish out by getting the prize of the Flipside Pit Dashel. It's the fast pixel, allows you to run really, really fast. And we're going to be using him one time in this run to run to the final pipe. This is so close to being a 122. Oh, I might, of course. Yeah, thank you, Twitch. Okay. There we go. On my timer, it is a 123.04. I don't know how accurate that is. Teddy, oh, he got it. Okay, his timer says he finished at 122.57. So he did get the sub 123. Very nicely done. GG's once again to both runners, TLK and Teddy. TLK, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. GG's to both of you guys.